What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie to 988 coming at you live once again to the power of the internet. And as a lot of people know, I'm getting married in about 5 days, and I'm very excited to do it. September 28th, and it's been a year and a half in the making. Well, a year and 2 months since I asked her to marry me. About 3 years that we've been dating, and I'm so excited and glad to make her my wife. And most people, YouTube viewers, friends and family have been very, very excited for me and very supportive. And one of the more interesting aspects about all of this is that some YouTube viewers have not been supportive, and they've had some pretty critical shit to say. And it's some of it's logical, but most of it's just trolls being trolls. You shrug it off. But then I thought maybe these people are serious because when I was younger, I kind of felt the same way. Fairly cynical. Well, marriage is a broken institution. It doesn't really make any sense. Why would you do that? Why would you give away half all your shit? I used to feel that exact same way. And I figure I've changed my mind. Maybe I can help change theirs. Now, there's a lot of reasons I think people think we shouldn't get married. Some of them practical, more practical than others. My life expectancy being definitely at the top of the list. But for those of you who don't know, one of the reasons we are getting married is because I'll finally have access to health insurance. And health insurance will be pivotal to helping me lose the weight, but that's a different video for a different time. But there are practical reasons that we are getting married. There are other reasons that we're getting married, and I want to talk about those instead. I want to talk about how fucking much I love this person and why I feel that I want to tie our lives together for the foreseeable future, hopefully till the end of our lives. And why I think it's a healthy, smart decision. It's not just because she's a great person. It's not just because I feel that she's the one, and I do. But our relationship is based off of not just an emotional connection. There's definitely that. But if you're in a relationship that's only an emotional connection, I love this person, but it's not very convenient to be with them. We don't really get along all that great. I don't really respect some of the things that she does. You're going to have a shitty time. Your relationship is going to end miserably. I know this because I've been in relationships exactly like that. If you're in a relationship that's built off of convenience, this girl's into me, so I'm going to have sex with her. I've done that one. This is the only girl in my social group that's single. She was my high school romance. And you don't really have that emotional connection, it's not going to work. It wasn't until I finally found a girl that I had both with an emotional connection and an immense love and respect for. And that's why our relationship has been so wildly successful. Because we have been able to build each other up. We've been able to take care of each other. When it was inconvenient for us to be together, she was in the other part of the country, she was in Michigan, we were able to fight to be together because there was an emotional connection. And when that emotional connection wanes, because she's just really mad at me because of how crazy I am and the stupid shit I've done, it's still very convenient because she loves and respects the person I genuinely am, even when I'm making mistakes. That's what makes this relationship whole. It's what makes it perfect. But that's not even the reason I'm marrying her. I asked her to marry me a year and 2 months ago, and I knew that she wanted to be asked, and I knew that I wanted to marry, so I had to think about a lot of the stuff that people have mentioned. Well, is it practical? Is it smart? Economically, is it the right decision? Emotionally, is it the right decision? Will it end in divorce? Will it end in her cheating on me? Will it end... You have to do all that math. You have to run it through your brain. And that's what everybody says in their little YouTube comments. She'll end up leaving you and taking half your shit. Are you willing to bet half of everything you're ever going to own that this relationship will last? Cynical shit. But they're real questions. And everyone's going to ask them at some point to themselves or to somebody that they know. So here's my fucking answer. 3 years ago when I met her, I was nothing. My mother had just passed away, and I spent my very first Christmas completely alone, with the exception of my roommate, who chose not to go home to see his family, and we ate fucking pizza for dinner, and it was miserable. And I had every intent to kill myself that night, that Christmas night. And I chose to live. And I don't really know how. My friend Adam was very pivotal in helping with that. But I chose to live. And it wasn't much longer after that I met her. And when I met her, we were just friends. Her life was absurdly complicated. But we decided that we had to pursue it, and we did. She helped me get my first smartphone. She gave me my first smartphone, actually. She helped me gain control of my eating disorder. She gave me a reason to work hard at YouTube every day. She gave me a reason to want to be successful. She gave me a reason to want to get healthier. She gave me a reason to want to live. And everything I am and everything I have, I owe to her. Everything you love me for, my kind demeanor, these YouTube videos, my genuine happiness, that's her gift to me. Am I willing to give her half my shit? Somebody said that I should walk in and get a prenuptial. And I laughed at that because I thought, what lawyer in his right mind would let me come in and write a prenup that says, no matter what happens, she gets everything because she deserves it. Because everything I have is hers. Is it the right decision? You know, every girl I ever dated before her, I didn't even really like. Sometimes it was convenient, you know, and sometimes there was an emotional connection. And it's, you know, I didn't have a lot of choices. I didn't really get to pick. But if I built my dream girl in the lab, it would be her. So I know beyond the shadow of a doubt that if I could pick any person in the world to spend a moment with, my last moment, my first moment, my only moment, Jesus, Gandhi, George Washington, God, I'd pick her. And maybe one day she will wise up, and maybe she'll pack it all in, and she'll leave me and have a better life for herself. Or maybe I'll never eat the eating disorder. Maybe I'll never beat it. Maybe I'll end up dying on her. And that'll suck too. But by God, I want to be with her as long as I can. And she wants to be with me as long as she can. And however this ends, however this story gets told, we're going to tell it together. And if you can't accept that answer, if you don't like that, you can kiss my fat fucking ass, because this is the best decision I have ever made for myself.